Hello guys. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on something that's pretty common when you don't play very often or you're trying to tune yourself and you're not used to doing that. So a common problem that can happen is your string can pop out of your tailpiece fine tuner area. So there's this style, which some of you have. Some of you have this style where it's going to be fed through the holes in the actual wood itself. And some of you may have this style, which is the new, more modern style. And I will go through how to fix that on all three of these options. Okay, so the first one is where you have the added on fine tuners to your tailpiece. So as you can see, I already have it popped out. So you're just going to take this little ball that's on the end of the string here, and you are going to put it down here, put the string right in that crease there, and the ball close tight to the end. Okay, just like that. And you're going to have to hold this down with your thumb, just like so, while you take and adjust that up here. And you might have to kind of hold that down as well if it's too loose. And as you tighten that, make sure that the string ends up in this groove right here. There's a groove. And then on the bridge, you also have a groove that string was sitting into. So you want to make sure your string pops into that groove. And then you just tighten it at the peg box up here. And you'll probably have to push in pretty hard as you're turning up. And to tighten it after you do that, you're going to turn it away from you. And there you go. That is how you do it on that tailpiece. So you held it down with your thumb right here, and you traced it up, and you tightened it with the correct peg, and you're all set to go. And then you can try tuning again from there. Now this style tailpiece that some of you might have, it's kind of an older style, and you can see how the holes are bigger at the bottom, and then it kind of just gets to a skinny line at the top there. Dropped the string. You're going to take this string and you're going to feed the ball into that hole, but you probably are going to have to feed it in from the other end. So you're going to have to take the string completely out of the peg box, and you're going to feed the non-ball end in through that hole. And you pull it through, and that skinny part is going to anchor it. So you're going to, once the ball is through, it can't really pull through, but you're still going to push that skinnier part of the string up through the skinny part. See? Went from down there in the open hole to the string. And you won't be able to see the back side where the ball is, because that'll still be attached to your violin. And then after you get it seated in that hole right there, it's the exact same process as you would have done on the other tailpiece. You trace this up to the peg box and tighten it from there. This style tailpiece is a little bit newer, more modern style. This is like the newest, latest, greatest style. And a lot of you have that. So, string's already popped out. As you can see, there's like a little lever here, and you can rock it back and forth a little bit. The string is going to go in that groove there, but you're going to feed the ball of the string into the hole first. You might have to loosen your string a little bit here and pull it out just a little bit longer to be able to get it long enough to reach the peg, the tail box. So to make it longer, you're going to turn it towards you. See how it's coming out? There you go. Okay. So keep your thumb on the groove up here so that it keeps it from boinging around on you. And you're going to stick this right in that hole there, and then just kind of gently tug back on it, and then it will secure into that little groove. And then you're going to trace it up to the correct peg, and you're going to tighten that peg back up. And make sure again that this one, you might have to hold it with your thumb, but it should stay seated pretty well by itself. So you follow that and you make sure that that sits in the groove on the bridge and the groove at the top of the neck. And a lot of your E strings are going to have a little rubber piece right here that's going to be on the string so you can move it. You want that rubber piece to sit in that groove. It kind of protects your bridge from splitting from such a sharp string, so make sure that's seated right. And then you just continue to tighten it, push in and turn away from you, just like you would on that first one that I showed you. And then you can go ahead and tune from there. And that is how you fix a string that has popped out of your tailpiece. And I know that's a common problem that some of you might be dealing with, and I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, just send me a message, and I can get online and video conference with you if you have any further questions about this issue. Thank you.